An Ecuadorian immigrant who was detained by ICE while delivering pizza to an army base in Brooklyn has finally been released. A federal judge ordered Pablo Villavicencio's immediate release on Tuesday, putting an end to what has been a 53-day nightmare for the father of two's family. Villavicencio, 35, was released just before 9 p.m. from an immigration detention facility in New Jersey to hugs from his wife and daughters, aged 2 and 4. Scroll down for video. Crotty said the father's release is necessary because his imminent removal from the United States is no longer reasonably foreseeable. Villavicencio was detained on June 1 at the Fort Hamilton Army Base after a background check revealed he failed to obey a 2010 order to leave the country. He applied to stay in the country after marrying Sandra Chica, who is a U.S. citizen. Villavicencio's daughters greeted him with gifts for Father's Day, which passed while he was being held in the Hudson County Correctional Facility. "We are extremely happy. There are no words that can describe what we're feeling now," Chica told New York Daily News. Chica said she had faith that Villavicencio would be released and revealed their family plans to enjoy these next few days back together. "After 2 months of a huge nightmare, I think we're just gonna stay home," she said. The trouble for Villavicencio, who had been living with his family in Long Island, started because a new soldier was at the gate of the army base that day. "I have been there before and always go in and never have had any problems," Villavicencio previously told the New York Post. "They actually know me, and the sergeant knows me for some time doing delivery." Villavicencio had shown the guard his New York ID card, which is an official form of identification recognized in New York City. But this time around, it wasn't enough. There was a different security guard, and he told me I needed to go get another pass to enter, Villavicencio said. "And I proceeded to do that. A tall man with dark skin started to ask me many questions. He asked me about why I didn't have any social security card. The man then called the New York Police Department, which informed him that Villavicencio didn't have a record and was clean. But the man said I don't care," Villavicencio recalled. "He said I need to keep waiting, and he called ICE." Crotty questioned the government's handling of the case as he heard legal arguments on Tuesday. "The powerful are doing what they must. The poor are suffering the most," he told Assistant U.S. Attorney Joseph Cordero in court. Share this article. Share. Is there any concept of justice? Or are we just doing what we want? Crotty went on to say that, although Villavicencio had stayed in the United States unlawfully, he has otherwise been a model citizen. He has no criminal history. He has paid his taxes. And he has worked diligently to provide for his family, the judge added. Villavicencio's story won the support of numerous New Yorkers, many of whom arrived at the courthouse to protest for his release with "Free Pablo" signs on Tuesday. It also gained the attention of Governor Andrew Cuomo, who celebrated his release on Tuesday night. "This should have happened 53 days ago," Cuomo tweeted. "Glad justice ultimately prevailed. I wish Mr. Villavicencio and his family all the best. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio also applauded the judge's decision while condemning the government for separating him from his family in the first place. "I cannot imagine what Pablo went through the last few weeks," he tweeted. He was separated from his family and his loved ones for delivering pizza in America in 2018. "Glad he's headed home, but it's unconscionable that he was ever detained." Adrian Holder, Villavicencio's attorney, said the rule of law, humanity, and morality prevailed on Tuesday. "This decision should serve as a rebuke against the Trump administration," she said, "and its merciless crusade to tear families apart."